Okay, hello guys, what is going on? So this is the first ever question and answer on the YouTube channel. Okay, I've got quite a few questions. I'm not going to go through them all today. I'm going to save some for future episodes, but I'm going to try and give you guys as much in-depth explanations as I can with the answers to your questions. So, 6 days out of the PCA Wales, I'm hungry, but the best way to kill hunger on a contest prep is to be busy. Hence why I'm filming this video. So let's get into this, okay? So here we go. Okay, so we'll start off with a good one here. This is a great one actually because it's something I'm doing at the moment, so to speak. So, signs you need a refeed versus when to push for more condition before filling up. Okay, so let's break it down. So, what is a refeed? Well, a refeed is basically when you increase your carbohydrates, you lower your protein, and the aim of a refeed is to cause metabolic adaptation, replenish glycogen stores, boost leptin levels, and basically keep your body ticking over, keep performance high, and just avoid potentially getting into the muscle wasted realms. So, refeeds must be at least 48 hours if you're looking for the metabolic adaptation. Okay, if you're having a high carb day and then going straight back to your deficit and low carb day the next day, that refeed has done nothing other than replenish a bit of glycogen. There's no metabolic adaptation there. It's got to be at least 48 hours of elevated carbohydrates. Okay, so signs you need a refeed. Well, here we go. Here are the signs you need a refeed. First of all, you need to be lean. And when I say lean, I don't mean just faint abs. I mean you need to be shredded, okay? You don't need to refeed if you're still holding a lot of body fat. The reason being is your body's energy balance will be a lot more efficient then because it will use more fat for energy. It won't be tapping into the glycogen as fast. And it's just not needed. If you're holding body fat, keep chipping away. You're not going to lose muscle. You've got a lot of tissue to support that muscle in terms of body fat. Anyway, so I would say refeeds are needed when you have, if we're going to talk about an actual visual body fat level, good cuts in your legs, definition in the glutes, solid abs, and really and truly, usually lower back nice and tight. If you're holding in those stubborn areas, I would keep digging until those stubborn areas become less stubborn, and then you can start to implement refeeds. Okay, so signs you need one. Well, firstly, training performance. Training performance is a big one. Now, you must be aware training performance will dip as you get to lower body fat levels. As your calories get lower, your performance is going to dip. It's inevitable. However, there's a balance here, so you can let it dip in terms of, okay, maybe you're not hitting those big numbers every week. There are some days where you feel good in your PB. There are some days where you're just gonna have to hang in there and get the session done. But if those days are happening frequently, and not because you're just tired, but if you're physically getting in the gym, the pumps aren't great, you're pushing weights that you are getting weaker at every session, and if you're starting to diminish and your sessions are starting to get less and less intense, maybe it's time to then say, okay, I think I need to elevate my food a little bit here. Another sign, visually, are you flat? Now, everyone throws the term flat around willy-nilly, and it is okay to be flat. Now, flat means basically when the muscle is depleted of glycogen, which is almost a liquid in the muscle, and it's not pushing against the skin as much. You look actually smoother and softer when you could actually be leaner. Now, being flat isn't a bad thing. Being flat for too long is a bad thing. You've got to get flat to get those stubborn areas out. Like I say, if you're really low on glycogen, your body's going to have to use those extra fat stores, and it's going to have to dig into them and burn them, and therefore those areas are going to get leaner. So if you feel flat, don't text your coach on the day you feel flat and say, I'm flat, I need a refeed. No, stay there for 2, 3, 4 days, get really nasty, really flat, really empty. When you refeed, your body's going to be a lot more sensitive to the carbohydrates and will be a lot more efficient with its absorption of them. So if you're looking at yourself and like the scales have gone down but you look softer, if that happens for 2, 3 days consistently, then again, that's another sign. For me personally, I know when I need a refeed, when I feel my legs are super heavy, I start getting ratty, I start feeling cold. But it's not the first day it happens. When I'm like that for a consecutive amount of days, that's when I'm like, okay, things need to change, I need to adjust, I need to adapt, and that's when I employ a refeed. So yeah, there's some signs, and when you should push for more condition. If you're not ready and you're behind, push. Okay, don't refeed. If you're on track and things are slowing down a bit, use a refeed. Myself, I'm 6 days out. I'm more or less ready. So I started carb loading 3 days ago. I've been getting lighter and lighter each day, tighter and drier. My body was ready for the carbs because we sucked right down for 2 weeks. We dug in. If you're consistently refeeding every 3 days because you're tired, you're not going to really get into the area where your body starts becoming super efficient with carbs, and you can push the carb loads higher. You're just going to kind of be around a level where maybe 100 gram of carbs is going to see weight gain for you. You've got to get really depleted, really empty to benefit from those refeeds, or to benefit from the carb load in the final week, so to speak. So hopefully that covers that one. Okay, so I will save that one. That's a good one. Key advice for first time competitors. Okay, so if you've heard the term "too many cooks in the kitchen spoils the broth," then that will make perfect sense to you as a first time competitor. Listen to one person, maybe have another person there as well for a second opinion, but don't do what a lot of first timers do and post their pictures to social media and then come back to me and say, so and so says I should be doing this, so and so says I should be doing that. No, okay? If you pay a coach, you listen to your coach. The coach will get you ready if he is a reputable or she is a reputable coach. Just trust the process, really. You need to not think I'm 6 weeks out and I don't look ready. Well, that's because you're 6 weeks out, so you're not meant to look ready, okay? If you don't look ready on show day, then yeah, okay, that's a problem. But anything other than that, you will look ready when it's time to look ready. Another bit of advice, do not have a post-show stash. No matter how disciplined and strong-willed you think you are, you will cave. You will binge. You will struggle to stop eating post-show if you have a stash. I promise you that. And there will be people there saying, no, not me. I've got a perfect relationship with food. Trust me. You've never been in that position post-show. You do not know how it feels. My people who can relate will know as soon as you step off that stage, there's a switch that flicks. And you want to eat every single thing you get your hands on. So don't put yourself in a position where everything you get your hands on is in front of you. Limit yourself to what you have in your house after your show. Have a couple of treats, yes, but don't have 40 pounds worth of food. She's going to eat and eat and eat, and you're going to get into a nasty, nasty rebound. I would say for the week post-show for a first-timer, have a day off. Then after that, start reining things back in. Have a couple meals out in the evening. And when I say out, I mean out. Don't sit in your bedroom eating pizza and all the sides by yourself because you're going to binge. Go out, be social, enjoy the moment, enjoy the food. Don't scoff it, And just more importantly, ask yourself if you're happy with your result. And if you're happy and don't want to go back on stage again for a while, then chill. Don't stress about the whole slowly increasing calories, slowly upping your carbs, all that. Just worry about not overdoing your food. If you can relax, enjoy food, enjoy family time, you will enjoy your post-show phase a lot more than if you are obsessing over, the little bits like, I need to increase my carb by 5 grams this week, and, you're going to end up turning crazy. You've been focusing on diet for so long, you need that mental clarity. I'd also say first-timer competitors, judges' decisions are final. Respect the judges' decisions, okay? Don't post on social media you and the winner with you in a pose, them not in a pose. It's distasteful. Don't post on social media, I came second today, but I'll let you guys decide. No, the judges decided. There's always a reason why someone wins, okay? And pictures do not show the true story in bodybuilding. You've got to be there to see it. And sometimes decisions can be 1 point in it. So it can be that close. And you could have maybe won, but you didn't, okay? If you don't win, come back better, improve, suck it up, and move on. Another bit of advice for first-time competitors: get a good coach. Don't try and save £20, £30 a month and get a budget coach, because you'll get budget results. If you are taking this seriously, get a good coach. Myself, Team LRF, there's JP, there's Josh McHale, there's a whole lot of us who charge a price which can be considered a premium, but then the track record speaks for itself. I think myself and Team LRF between us have well into nearly 150 placings this season, and what are we? We're in August. So there's a reason why the prices are where they are, because the quality of the service you get is next to nothing, and the results you get are next to nothing as well. So get a good quality coach, and finally, actually, and most importantly, Remember, you chose to do this, so don't make the people's lives around you a misery, okay? Respect the fact that they don't need to put up with your shit, okay? If you are tired, if you are hungry, if you are moody, that's on you. Don't put it on them. Don't say, I'm on prep, you gotta let me snap at you. No, that's not how it works, okay? Take yourself out of situations, compose yourself, relax, have a glass of water, chill the fuck out, okay? Because we don't do this as an excuse to be dickheads to people who actually love us and want to support us, because you expect them to be there at your show, so don't push them away before you've even gotten to your show, okay? I'm going to cover one more question. I'm going to keep this one, 3 questions in this one, okay? And this question's a good one. Why do I choose fasted cardio for my athletes? Well, it's simple, okay? You're going to get some people argue that, yes, all the evidence suggests that you don't burn extra fat when you're fasted. However, let's think of it this way. You're in a contest prep, you're tired, you're hungry. Great, okay, so why would you do your cardio after a long day at work where there is no way in hell your effort levels are going to be the same as if you were fresh out of bed? Why would you do your cardio straight after work when you've also got to train? You want to keep the two separate because you want recovery levels to be higher. Cardio is proven to increase metabolic rate. Surely you want to increase that metabolic rate first thing in the morning. Lower blood sugar levels are proven to lead to more fat loss over time. Your blood sugar levels will be lower in the morning. So, in my humble opinion, having that time in the morning where you can use as mental clarity time, where you can plan your day, where you can have that peace, is the perfect time to do fasted cardio. That's why I suggest it for my athletes. It's as simple as that. Energy will be higher. It's away from training. Blood sugar levels are lower. And to me, I look at it this way. And some may say this is basic, but if Mr. Olympia is doing fasted cardio, I'm going to do fasted cardio too. Simple as that. I'm going to wrap this up. Keep it short and sweet. So there's 3 questions for you. I'm going to try and do one of these every week, okay? So my Instagram is Marcus Muscle. Follow that. And every weekend I will open up the floor, open up the mic for everyone to ask questions. And then I will answer 3 of my favorite on the following question and answer. The ones I don't answer will always get answered. I just like to build them up. So until then, people, listen to some advice, learn some stuff, and I'll see you guys soon.